I might look really sleepy, but the more important thing here is that I've been keeping a thing from you guys. I'm, going to Pakistan, so let's go. So of course I kept this as a secret that I was going to Pakistan, and I wanted to, make everyone go like, wow, you're actually going, because everyone has been asking me, when are you coming to Pakistan? Well, here I come. Well, I'm already here. So the travel plan was to go to Heathrow in London and then take a connecting flight from Doha, Qatar, and then from there I would arrive to Sialkot, Pakistan. The flight was around 11 hours long, I think, but I had a 2 hours stay in Doha. And it's relatively short because in the past I've taken around 7 to 12 hour stay, and that could be really long and boring if you don't have anything to do. Right now I was in a taxi to Heathrow. It was around about 50 minutes, but the problem was my taxi came late, and so I was afraid that I would get a bit later to the airport. I was told that you need to get really early to Heathrow because recently there was a lot of crowd due to traveling after COVID. So throughout the taxi ride, you could see whole of London, the touristy parts of it. I'm also planning to go to Japan, but if my parents come to Pakistan, then I don't have to go there anymore. And it's also a bit expensive, to make 2 trips in one summer. And I would want to save some money as a student, Can't spend it all. Okay, at the check-in now, so in a hurry right now because I couldn't find a taxi when I needed to. It took me 30-40 minutes, longer than expected when I got the taxi. Well, I just went through immigration now, so I'm cleared. I'm just gonna go to the gate so I can board the plane. So at this point I had some food, got some French chicken. I don't know, it was from southern France, in the description it said. And I also had some potato salad and some pudding and jelly. I don't know, I'm really bad at describing food. And for drinks I had got some Diet Coke and water, but mostly I don't drink fizzy drinks. What's the hardest part of being on the plane is, it is to choose something to watch, because you don't have internet, and even if you have internet, it's really slow. That was the case with me. I went through the whole catalog and couldn't find anything to watch until I found a Japanese movie, and that was the only Japanese movie in the catalog. It was a story about a family that shoplifts. The story goes really deep into, how family relationships are, because there's this couple who adopts these 2 kids. Well, they don't adopt them, but just pick them up from the street, which is low-key kind of kidnapping because you have to tell to the authorities before you go through this processing. But the kids that they took in were from broken families. For example, one of the kids was abused by their parents, and one of the kids was literally left, I think, in a car. I'm not gonna spoil how it goes, but if you want to watch this movie, it's called Shoplifters. It's just a Japanese movie, you can search it like that. And if you want to search it in Japanese, then it's called Manbiki Kazoku. Again, I'm gonna have some problem to explain what this is, but in simple words, it is a sausage roll without a sausage, but instead it has chicken inside. Also, without coffee, life is not complete. At this point, I was just watching some random ass stuff, and I was just waiting for the plane to just land. I was tired, sleepy, as you could see right now. Even though I had 3 cups of coffee, I had been awake for over 35 hours, so yeah, it was definite that I was gonna be sleepy at this point. I will be flying in 2 hours. I'm waiting here now. Been exhausted because didn't have any sleep. Slept like in intervals of 30 minutes in the flight because my flight was like around 7 hours long. I was scared that my flight was delayed, so I thought I would be late here and then I would have to rush to the the gate here. But I also realized that you don't have to go again through the security when you have your luggage, because when I used to go to through Dubai to Pakistan, usually you have to go through security again, but here you don't have to go through security. So yeah, it's a bit chill now, I suppose. Yeah, gonna get some water, just chill down. What acquired a classic Japanese drink, get myself refreshed, as I said. Let's go. So we have taken off now, and the next stop is Sialkot, Pakistan. Yeah, and also you could see that I'm sitting in the business class, even though I booked a ticket for an economy class. So the story was that while I was gonna, get on the plane, I was showing my passport, I showed my boarding pass, and then they asked me, "Where is your mask?" And I pointed at my mask that my mask was broken, and they said, "Did you have more?" I said, "All of them are broken," and I showed all of them to them, and all of them, their left hand side was broken because my masks are a bit too tight on my face and they broke. So yeah, I don't know, not good quality mask, I suppose. And then I asked them for a mask and they were like, "Okay, I'll check if we got mask." And then I thought he was going to give me a mask, but what happened is he ended up giving me another boarding pass, and I was like, "Huh?" He said, "Show this to the attendants and they will give you a mask." And I was like, what does that mean? Why? And then I looked at the boarding pass and it was actually a business class boarding pass. And I was like, so they upgraded my seat, so I will get a free mask. But this is not the first time that they upgrade my seat. I have had these experiences before, so kind of lucky, not gonna lie.
क्या बैग क्या कैसे दवाइयाँ याद रखी हैं। अच्छा
since I visited Pakistan. And before coming here, I was really anxious. I was happy, but sad at the same time, because I was leaving something that I was used to, my daily lifestyle, and that place was also home for me. But then coming to your old home, where your family is, also gives you happiness. So I was between this weird feeling of, as I said, being happy and sad. But once I saw my family and how they hugged me and how they reacted, the feeling of sadness just vanished. All of the complicated feelings I felt just weren't there anymore. And that's how you should feel once you come back home.